Franz Bardon, the Great Initiate. There are many milestones in spiritual development. The journey goes from very concrete religious and spiritual schools to a universal teaching and initiation into the nature of the Divine Spirit, the laws of creation, and the nature of man. Enlightenment, the union of the human soul with the Divine Spirit, is usually considered the goal and end of spiritual development. But in fact, it is rather a beginning of a very extensive development which finds its climax in the spiritual soul perfection. And here too there are still stages according to age and maturity, the treasure of experiences made during countless incarnations. One of these ancient human spirits, a Mahatma, incarnated to present the universal teachings to people regardless of religion and tradition. His human name was Franz Bardon. From a high spiritual point of view, he presented the possibilities of human development soberly and clearly, as a biologist would describe the life cycle of a plant, including the conditions needed for the full blossoming of spirit and soul. Like a physicist, he described the laws of creation and illustrated how it works. In fact, his books are reminiscent of factual descriptions as one knows them from school or scientific papers. They are observations of the reality on spiritual, mental, and material level, which are based on empirical research. Similar to physics experiments, everyone can imitate them and convince himself of their reality and their regularities. While physics describes the forces of the material world, metaphysics does so with the forces, energies, and regularities of the spiritual and mental world. Franz Bardon used for his descriptions of metaphysics the unfortunately abused term of magic and contrasted it with the term of mysticism as the two sides of spiritual development. In simple terms, the student needs energies to realize certain virtues and, on the other hand, a refinement of himself to master universal energies. The path leads to mastery in life and spiritual perfection, the great union of the Divine Spirit with the human soul. When this is achieved, the adept returns to earth with divine missions to serve humanity in its evolution. Knowing the keys of wisdom, one sees the universal lawfulness and harmony in the descriptions of Franz Bardon, as well as the reverence to the Maha-Yoga, the father of the spiritual path of development. All teachings find their beginning and end in the universal teachings of God, creation, laws, and human evolution that Bardon describes. Since in life everything has its drawers, so the concept of Hermetism can be taken for the works of Franz Bardon. It should be said, however, that we can find the universal teachings in all religions and spiritual traditions, even where no one would have suspected them. It should also be said that the spirit of Franz Bardon has incarnated in many different religions and traditions in order to perfect itself there and also to teach.